YouTube, what's poppin'? It's your boy SleezyCheeto coming at you guys with another Exos Heroes video today. And today we're going to be starting our beginner's guide to this game. If you guys are new to the channel, you guys hit that like button as well as subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. For those of you guys who have been supporting the Exos Heroes contents, you guys are the real MVP. You guys keep supporting by hitting the like button, keep leaving content and comments, not content, comments, and you guys have just really been killing it. So I just want to say I appreciate you guys, and thank you guys for taking a chance on something new. And those of you guys who are just kind of iffy about whether you guys should start this game or not, hopefully this video helps you and clarify some things. Okay, so here I am. I'm in the character menu, right? This is where I am. This is a good place for me to start and just talk about some basics, right? So the basics of this game is quite simply, here's your hero here. There's several different seven different like classes of heroes, right? So we have, like, for example, here my Baraka here. My Baraka here is a faded unit, which means he is a natural 5-star. And then we go to my girl here, Frisia. She is a legendary unit. She is a natural 4-star. My man Xeon here, the GOAT, aka the main character of the game. He is a rare unit, so he's a 3-star. Moving down the line, we have where can I find one? They're deep down. We got our boy here. He is just a 2-star. We just call this guy, he's just common. And then even more than that, another common hero we got here is just our boy, a 1-star here. So that's just a classification of the units. Legendary, so you're mainly going to be using rare, legendary, and faded units like our man. So okay, so now that we got the ranking system out of the way, let's kind of can I like enlarge like this page? Okay, yes I can. Okay, so each hero you hear, starting from Baraka, because he's just really good for examples. Um, so so what you see here, the first thing here, it says his machine. That's his typing. He's a machine type unit, right? Is that little symbol there is a chaos unit. A chaos unit is units that generally do a lot of damage. Like they do a lot of quick damage. They just do a lot of damage. And then we also have physical here. He's a physical unit, so his attacks do physical attacks. There's two types of attacks. There's physical attacks and magical attacks. And his Guardian Stone, which is the stone, it's Guardian Stones. I'll show you. I'll talk more about him when we get into battle. But yeah, this is Guardian Stone. His is like the Guardian Stones will be randomly generated upon units and all that stuff. So yeah, again, I'll talk more to that when we get into battle. Also on the character menu page, we have our gear here and equipment. This gear is trash. To let you guys know, it's not good. The next tab we have here, we have his actual stats. His HP is really low, but his attack is HP and defense are low, but his attack is crazy. That's kind of what you get with this. He's a damage dealer. We can see more of his stats. We can see like the whole list, the whole tree, like his level. So that faded units go up to level 75. Legendaries go up to 60. Rares, which is 3-stars, go up to 45. So on and so forth. And then just subtract 15 as you go. And that's generally how you can tell. I have 80 plus 80 luck. Now these are all my stats. Get rid of it. We don't really care about that right now. And then here are my skills. This is how you find your skills in character menu. This is my passive here. This is my second. You know, everybody has active and passive skills. So all chaos units have this passive here. Final hit. If you guys don't believe me, let's go to another chaos unit. Well, take back what I just said. But chaos units have these kind of passives where attacking, where they attack more, or like his was a finishing blow, hers increases attack. What's another chaos unit here so I can demonstrate There's another one here. Focus shot. So they have that kind, and then defense tank units have thrust, and attackers usually have either counter or they have another ability, but I don't think I have an attacker who has it. But yeah, that's generally how chaos units. That's the basically typing of the units describe. The typing of the unit describes what kind of passives they'll have, right? And passives they automatically activate for legendary units up. For 3-star units, you're gonna have to transcend them, which is here. You're gonna have to transcend them with copies of them until you get them to legendary status, which would be 4 stars. Crazy stuff, right? So then here we have our level up. Here, you go to level up and stuff. Quite simple. You get these. You level up here. You get these rolls. So I want to put this here, and then you press level up, and they level up. Simple as that. Simple stuff. Simple. Enhance here. Enhancing a unit. You use spirits. You collect spirits in the game. Spirits enhance your unit. You go plus 1 to 5. This one is 100% on him. We're not gonna use it on him because he's a 3-star, and I don't care. Let's try it on somebody I actually care about. Like, let's do it for Baraka, for example. For here, because he's a net faded. Like, notice, look how high the for a rare unit it was 100%, but for someone like him it's only 27%. We're gonna do it for video purposes and video purpose only. Just to show you guys, this is enhancing the plus 1. Oh, please be successful. Oh, nice. Now he's plus 2. So plus 2 basically just gives you more stats. Enhancing unit gives them more stats than they it's kind of like a way of limit breaking them, right? And if I were to transcend him, I can transcend him to something even stronger. I can, but I don't have copies of Baraka to do that. You need to have copies of a unit to transcend. Yeah, and then we can check out our heroes and our spirits from this menu. Look at oh, I didn't know we could see 3D models of the spirits. That's cute. And we can also just assemble and sell heroes here. Pretty cool stuff. Just want to show you the menu because a lot goes on in the menu. And my first time, no one really broke down the menu, so I broke down the menu. So hopefully you guys appreciated that. Okay, so the rest of this is gonna be really quick. Messages up the top here. That's where you get your messages and stuff. Diary and journal. Journals where you log all the units you've captured. Diaries where you go to get your daily achievements and achievements in general. Alliances are your friends. Air Squadron is basically a guild. And exchange shop here is when you exchange equipment. You can go and buy more equipment in the exchange shop here, using either the powder of light. Powder light, you get that from disassembling equipment. Hero tokens is the currency you get for disassembling heroes. And then soul seals, you farm a dungeon to unlock soul seals, which gives you character pieces or memory of characters. Up top right here, top left, those are our crystals there. They let us do stuff. I'll explain that later. Our gold, our Exos there. Our Exos there is basically our gems. And blue gems are that's paid currency. So you have to spend money for that. And as you guys can see, I have 0 because I'm not paying money for this game. So we have manage heroes team. Team is where you set up your team. Inventory, you check everything in your inventory. Fate core, we're going to get back to that. Recruit is where you go summon. Airforge is where you summon for equipment. So recruit is summoning for units. Airforge is summoning for equipment. And then we have the door of creation here. This thing basically you can craft level up items here. I already did that for the day, so I can't do that. You can craft heroes. You're crafting a summoning right here. So you can summon a 1 to a 1 to 4 star there. So you can craft summons. You can craft more of these levy stones here. Didn't know the name of them. That's why I didn't mention them earlier. So yeah, you can do all that stuff, but I wouldn't recommend crafting heroes to summon because it's just a waste of material. It's too much material. So that's basically the whole menu. Let's actually get to the world. I know I'm like glossing over a lot. Um, for just for the sake of the video. I don't want it to be too long, and I'll go in depth on each separate section as I go. But this is like an overall general beginner's guide. Um, so yeah, hit 10-minute mark. So let's progress. This is the open world here. I'm in chapter 7, so I'm in the desert. Oh, that's some cool stuff I could do. I want to get into a fight, primarily, just to showcase some stuff. But this is the open world here. If you guys pressed on any of these, you'll start to auto. Like you press, like this is one of my daily missions. Let's do the daily mission, right? And they'll auto. You literally just auto, and it starts the daily mission, and then you just do it, get the rewards, all that stuff. You get daily missions. Hooray! So I'm gonna do another daily mission. Hopefully, it gives me a fight in my daily mission. So yeah, the overworld is full of amazing stuff. Like exploring the overworld is the best way to get Exos, best way to get materials, best way to get gear. It's just the game wants you to explore the overworld. You see all this, like all these little things you see, all these little tabs and bubbles you see, are things that I can do. I can do things. Like I can get traveler's equipment. I can go fight some bandits. Look at this. Here we go. We have a battle here. Perfect. So this is the combat of the game. This is the main game. This is the combat. So the fastest unit goes first. No matter on either side, the fastest unit always goes first. Minus Baraka. Baraka's really fast. He's pretty hard to beat. I almost always go first, at least this far in the story. So it's a turn-based RPG. So here's what I mean by turn-based. It's not like as soon as all your people go and all their people go, that's one turn. No, I go, that's one turn. The next fastest person goes, that's another turn. So turns go by each individual character, whether it be someone on your team or someone on the enemy side. Claim the pause menu here, and we go to battle guide. And now this is gonna be, I can make a whole separate, like this is how crazy in depth this game is. So much depth this game has. Like I can literally break down every separate portion of this game has to offer and make a video on it. But again, this is a beginner's guide, so I'm just gonna keep it, like I'll keep it in depth but like brief at the same time. So we have selective passives here, right? So we have by element passives, right? By element passive is this is true, like this will happen no matter what. Like this will happen for each element. Like each element has a unique passive to them. And also they have a typing. Every character has a type. Attack chaos types gets 1 mana. I'll start from the type before I go to elements. Attack and chaos types gets 1 mana for successful attack. Mana is like how you do your special skills and active skills. You always have a basic attack and then you have active skills. This is how you gaining mana is how you get your active skills. And then defense types and support types get a mana by getting a hit. So those generally gonna be in the front and all that stuff. I'll go into formations and everything after the battle and all of that. So fire heroes here get 1 mana for created for an ally or enemy critical hits. So this happens if you're like these by element passives only work for 5 stars or higher. Okay, so the by type passive works regardless, but the by element passives, special passives, only activate 5 stars or higher. So like, for example, machine. We're gonna look at machine because my Baraka is a machine type unit. 1 mana is created when HP is at 80% or higher at your turn, which it was. So I started off with additional mana than I would normally because you're supposed to start off with no mana. But as you guys can see, I have 1 because my HP is above 80%. And this happens for 5 stars for these bypassive elements. And then we have Frost gains 1 by created by an enemy or ally with successfully blocks. Light permanently possesses 1 mana if all allies have survived when the turn comes. Okay, so Light will always have a mana if everybody's alive. Nature gets 1 mana created when HP is at 30% or lower, and Darkness gets 1 mana created for each defeated ally on your turn. that's defeated on your turn. Now, the most important system in the game, and probably the most complex we're going to be talking about this video, is breaking. Breaking is essential. It's the whole combat presence of the game. So let's read what it says. A unit with a break status due to the break of a Guardian Stone will be immobilized for 7 turns and will receive double damage, and will also get an additional effect by the element of the broken Guard Stone. So remember what I said earlier about how my Baraka is a machine unit, but he has a light Guard Stone? This is what I'm getting into. So let's just keep the Baraka example for going. So the light Guardian Stone. If I got broken by a light unit, if a light unit attacked my Baraka, I'd be broken, which means I'll be immobilized for 7 turns, and they'll do double damage. And the effect they get because they broke my light stone is the attacker receives 30 health by 30% of the damage dealt to the target of break. So if a person hits me, they will receive 30% health. They will heal 30% health. They'll heal 30% of the attack used against me. So it's these break skills. These break passives are pretty crazy. Like if you hit a fire unit, if you break a firestone and hit a fire unit, all the attacks turn to critical hits. Break a machine unit, you break a machine guardian stone, the status will be prolonged for 5 turns. So instead of 7 turns, you get 12 turns. 12 turns of break status. Again, and during break status, you are immobile. You can't do anything, and you take double damage. Frost, if you break someone with Frost, you ignore defense. You break somebody with a Nature Stone, they receive more damage for each turn relative to the maximum number of health. That's crazy. Darkness, I think this might probably might be the best one. Darkness Guardian Stones gain 1 mana for created for the attacker. So you hit somebody and you break their Dark Stone, you get 1 mana back. I know that's really confusing. I know it is, but maybe in gameplay when I show you guys and talk about it, I can explain it to you. Okay, so we're gonna go to break effect here. So these are just your battle effects. These are status effects. Like you guys should probably know this. You guys play games, right? So if you heal, you gain health. If you get damaged over time, you lose health over time. You're immune to things. You don't get affected by them. A buff increases things. A debuff lowers things. Things like that. Battle guide is your best bet if you don't know what to do. So let's see. So we don't know. So here, back to the combat. So as you can see on this side of the screen where my hand's pointing, where you see all this, you can see our characters here. We're showing our Guardian Stone. So I have a blue Guardian Stone, a Frost Guardian Stone, a light Guardian Stone, another Frost, a machine, and another light Guardian Stone. It's Baraka's turn, so we're gonna attack. And nothing happened, right? So you see how the enemy Guardian Stones are hidden. We don't know what Guardian Stones they are. So we just kind of have to guess and hit them. That's how the system works. We don't know what their Guardian Stones are. But when we hit them, and if they lose a Guardian Stone or they break, we'll forever know that they'll be affected by that typing. So you see my girl's a Frost type, and she has a machine Guardian Stone. So if these guys are machine, and I don't know if these guys are machine or not. If these guys are machine and they hit me, my girl here would be broken, and she won't be able to attack and take double damage. So we're gonna test the waters here. We're gonna attack again. So they're not Frost. Okay, so we broke a Guardian Stone, so we revealed one. Our fire guy has revealed that this guy has a fire Guardian Stone, so he has 1 more Guardian Stone. Let's see. I'm gonna hit this front over here. No green. We're gonna hit him with the light. Okay, so they have a light Guardian Stone. And as you guys see, we're gaining mana. Oh, here we go. A break status. This is perfect. So these guys are, this guy is fire and light. He broke his Guardian Stones here, so he is open to attack. And due to the effect of him breaking, because it's the last stone you break. So because we break the fire first, and we break the fire first and the light second, that means that the light effect, like the light element effect, will affect this unit when he's broken instead of the red one. It doesn't mix. It's just the last one you use, the last one you break is the one effect that you get. So make sure you guys break other units like smartly, because you want to use the effect that either will give you health or give you mana or always crit, depending on the situation. So we're gonna hit this guy with Baraka, and we're gonna heal after we hit him. Boop. And we got health back. I know it was quick. It was quick animation, but we got blue health back, which was sick. So we're gonna attack again. We basically won this fight. This fight, we're way too over leveled for this fight. But yeah, that's basically the combat in a nutshell. I'm glad I could show you guys combat and breaks. So make sure for you new players, make sure you guys break. If you guys can, if you guys have the units for it, make sure you guys break enemy units. And I don't think I actually explained how you break a unit. So let's go to my team here. So like I said, Baraka is a machine type unit, right? That's his typing. He's a machine type. His element, not a type. His type, he's a chaos type, but he's a machine element. Baraka's element is machine. So if Baraka hits somebody with a machine guardian stone, they'll be broken. So your element has to match the enemy's guardian stone to break them. Makes sense, guys? If this did not make sense, if you guys want me to explain it more or make a follow-up video, I'm gonna make follow-up videos, so don't worry about that. Just let me know in the comments down below. I'm gonna answer your questions, because this game has a lot of stuff okay, to talk about. So that's basically the main combat, all that stuff. We're gonna head back to our airship. I got like 2 more topics to cover before I end this beginner guide. But yeah. Okay, next thing I'm gonna show you guys was team formations. So these are your team formations here. You set up teams by pressing the team menu at the airship. So you're gonna go to formation here. Based on your units, you pick the lineup you want. You want like all front row, all protect back row, or some balanced back row, like more units in the front, less in the back, or more in the back, more in the front, depending on what units you have, what setups you can run. It's all that matters, right? And they give you like suggested types on how you should do it. You should have your supports in the front, and your defenders in the front, and your chaos and your attackers in the back. It just there's some help. The game gives a lot of helpful guides, a lot of helpful tips. So stay tuned, and like pay attention to stuff like that. Okay, so we showed teams, how things are done. The last thing I have to show you is here. Make sure you guys visit towns. You're gonna unlock towns as you unlock the story and play the story. You're gonna unlock towns. Make sure you guys visit your towns. You get gifts every day, like this, for example. This is my daily gift, and I'm opening it now at, I don't even want to admit what time it is right now. It's just know it's late. And I'm recording. I'm recording Exos videos. Nice. So we got another gift here. So yeah, make sure you guys come to these towns, explore them. They look nice, they're very pretty. You might like going around exploring and all that stuff. You want to come here, you might get a couple more prizes and stuff. So we're gonna go back to the world real quick. Just want to let you guys know, visiting towns is a good way to get stuff. Now the last thing I want to talk about in the beginner's guide, and then I'll go over everything we learned in the video, is explorations. So we use these levy stones up top, the green stones, to do exploration. So I'm gonna go and do an exploration here, a live exploration. I have way too many units. I forgot I just did a summon session to actually do one. So I'm gonna expand my unit space real quick, cause okay, that was a lot. I mean, it's worth it. Like, I need to expand my unit space, so I see nothing wrong with doing this. Alright, so here we are. So we're gonna do an exploration. So there's 2 ways to do an exploration, right? You can do it this way, where you have the game on and you're forced to explore until you stop it. Like they're gonna explore things. They're gonna like dig up stuff. They're gonna go do some quests. They're gonna go fight some bandits. They're gonna do something, right? Well, and the second way is to do the smart exploration, where it automatically closes the app, and the app will notify you when the exploration is done. And as you guys see up top, we're losing levy stones for each successful thing we find in our explorations. Explorations are super important. Make sure you explore every time before you log off the game. Put your game on smart exploration every single time. Every time without fail. Like, I can't stress it enough. You're gonna find a lot more than you think you will. You're gonna find a lot of useful items. You're gonna find some rare items. Like, you could be farming a dungeon for like specific items and stuff and not get anything, but you set your thing to explore, you're gonna find like 10 of them. I'm speaking from experience. Like, you're gonna get a lot. You're gonna get a lot of stuff out of it. Uh, so yeah, I think that's everything I want to talk about in the like initial beginner's guide. Let's go over everything we started. So we started off from the character menu, learning how to navigate through that. Make sure you guys know how to level up, enhance, and transcend your units. I'll let you guys know each unit's typing and how like each unit can be an attack type, a chaos type, a defender type, or a defense type, or a support type. Everybody has an element. The elements are fire, frost, nature, machine, light, and dark. There's 6 elements, right? And each unit has a randomly assigned guardian stone. My Baraka with the light guardian stone is going to be different for your Baraka with a fire guardian stone. Um, each unit, so yeah, each unit has a type, an element, a guardian stone, right? Each units that fall in the same type have similar passives, some higher than others depending on their ranking from rare to faded. So from 3-star to 5-star, the passives are stronger, and you can transcend units up to the next star level. It's just, you gotta have multiple copies of that unit. Moving on to the next thing we talked about diaries and journals, and just completing your daily missions, and go back to your diary every time you unlock an achievement. Make sure you guys do the story. I can't stress it enough. Do as much story as you can. Just do the story. Next thing we talked about was actual combat. Remember the break system. Break system is very, 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 very important. It's what the game is combat is based upon. So make sure you guys keep fighting units. Try to figure out which units have what guardian stones on story, so you guys the best counter the teams. I can show you right here. Like this, for example, this fight, like this, the current story mission I can't beat, but they tell you what the enemy guardian stones are. So make sure you guys have units with these. Make sure you have units of these elements. So make sure you guys have a light element, a machine element, and a dark element, so we can break these units and make it easier to fight. Yeah, make sure you guys understand the break system. Again, if you guys need any help in the comments, let me know. I'm here to help, here to explain things. Also, we have the challenges here. These are like your dungeons, your daily dungeons here. Do these every day. Do these. I don't know why I'm waiting till the end of the video to tell you this, but I literally forgot about them because there's so much stuff to do in this game. But make sure you guys do these dungeons every day. Do as much as you can. Farm as much as do what you can, because you'll eventually be able to beat them. Even if you beat everything, just do everything on easy mode. It doesn't matter. You'll eventually unlock difficulty as you progress through the story. Progressing through the story is the best way to progress in the game. If you guys can beat the story, you guys can practically be in late time PvP and all that stuff. So how many chapters are in the game? There's 10 chapters in the game. I'm on 7. I'm on the start of 7. So I have 4 more chapters to play until I can be in. I'll consider myself mid game when I'm like. I don't know. I don't know how you say you're late game or not, but just try to get as far as you can as possible. It's a struggle trying to get there. Trust me, I'm telling you, it's a struggle. You're gonna die a lot. It's gonna be a lot, but I'm gonna make videos on like several like fights and boss fights in the game, like in the story, and I'm gonna give you guys strategies on how to beat them and all that stuff. All right, guys. Hopefully, um, I didn't ramble too much. Hopefully, I didn't. Hopefully, I helped you guys and opened your eyes on certain things. If you guys need help, just let me know in the comments down below. Like again, this game has a lot to talk about, and there's a lot of things I need to talk about. And yeah, it's been your boy SleezyCheeto signing out. Peace. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Hope it helped.